go, Honey. All right, hi guys. I'm back today with Honey. She is a 4-year-old quarter horse mare. She is here for more finishing work, just more riding time. She has had 30 days on that the previous owners had known of. They didn't know when she had 30 days on, but they were told she had 30 days. So I'd say it's a basic 30 days. So she has a lot of growing to do, a lot of more finishing work to do. But she has a good head on her, so we're enjoying our time together. But the main thing I'm noticing, especially you notice with young horses, is they tend to ride very straight. All right, once you get them turning and everything, their bodies kind of work like this. They're not always, some don't, but especially it's true with her, that she does not have much bend, all right? So she's riding off my legs fairly well. She's riding off my hands. She's riding off my seat even. But she's just not getting that bend in her body. So that's what we're working on, and I did this yesterday. So this is not her first session. But what we're going to be doing today is explaining it, breaking it down, and hopefully showing you how it works. Hopefully she'll be able to demonstrate well, like things we need to work through. And yeah. So the bend, what we're looking for is coming from the rib cage, all right? A lot of people want to get a horse soft in the mouth, and that is true. You need to work on that, but the softness first comes from the rib cage. If your rib cage is hard, your whole body's horse is going to be hard because they're going to be like this. You can bend the neck, but that's not going to help a whole lot, right? Which is why we need to get the rib cage opened up, loosened up, softened up. So I'll get up in the saddle and I'll start showing you what that's going to look like. Give me a flex. Good girl. Very good. Now, just a word of advice, flex your horses when you get on them, especially young horses. You can continue doing this all your horse's life and it won't be a problem. It'll be good for them. But especially young horses, safest for you to do that. When you're first getting on, something spooks them, they take off. Their head is straight out. They're going to be able to run right away from you, get you stuck, get you run over something, whatever. It's very dangerous. All right, so get in the habit of flexing your horse at a standstill so you can mount. All right, so softness in a horse comes from the rib cage. Let's talk about what we want to see in the horse, all right? We want to see a bend. That's why it's called bending. So the bend is, we want to see the eye, the inside eye, and we want to feel the inside of the ribcage bending around our inside leg. All right, so if we're making a left turn, it would be a left circle. We'd be using our left leg, left rein, to arc them around us. That's what we want to feel, this nice arc. When we're going to the right, it's going to be a right leg, right rein. So when I say inside, I'm talking about the inside of your circle. So let's go ahead, just warm up a little bit. We're not bending yet, we're just turning. Flexing your horse is also going to help them be softer in the mouth, but if they are not soft through the rib cage, that's only going to help so much, all right? Okay, let's talk again about, here, let's step up here actually, girl. Let's stop and say about what our body needs to be doing now. We said what the horse's body needs to be doing. My body needs to stay centered, all right? Because anything that happens with me is going to translate into the horse's movement. I need to stay centered on my horse. What I do is also what the horse is going to imitate. So when we're asking for a bend, we're asking their body to arc out, all right? So what we actually can do to help this is do it ourselves, okay? So when I pick up and I want her to arc out, I'm going to pick up with my right leg, right rein, and I'm going to shift myself that way, like this. And see how I'm lifting my rib cage? There we go. And just drop it now. Important to remember to give a very good release when we're teaching anything. The release is the reward, and that's how they understand things are correct. So always make sure you have a very good release. That's your timing. So again, right now I'm not doing any bending. I'm just riding. Hey, Dooley. So let's go around this blue barrel here. We're going to make a right turn. So we're going to be using right leg, right rein. Arc her body around. I'm going to shift myself out. Very nice. There we go. I didn't have to do a full turn there, but I did. In the beginning, just do a couple steps into the bend and then release there. You don't need to do full turns. And there goes Chino too. No, silly. Just keep bending. Yes. Now here comes Cat. So we're just turning. You're all right. You're all right. Yeah. The horses are allowed to go around and you can just ignore them. All right, right here we're gonna do a left leg, left rein. Whoop! Pick up yourself, silly. No. Stay there. You're getting a little antsy because of the other horses, huh? We're gonna do this again. Now there are gonna be spots in your circles that they're wanting to dip out and to cut into. So you're gonna have to take notice to those and adjust with them. So you're gonna have to be adding more leg or adding more rein. Sometimes you're gonna have to add the outside leg to tell them to move into the barrel more when they want to drift out away from it. So left leg right here, left rein. She's wanting to drift to that fence pretty bad. Shift over. There we go. I'm gonna do another circle. On a general rule of thumb, just do about 3 turns around. No. And then call it good and start going in a different direction. You're gonna fly somewhere probably. Don't bore them to death. Keep it interesting, keep doing something different. You know, this is still a learning process. Alright, she's drifting out here. I'm gonna use a little outside and then get back into the bend again. And you can see I'm using my outside rein. I'm using that hand to point her out to help her keep moving around the circle. Come on. Yeah, those flies are annoying you. Just keep using that inside leg, inside rein. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, she's got a lot of flies around her face right now. We'll be done soon. Alright, right turn here. Really dipped in on that because she's ready to head back the other way. So, we're going to keep going on that circle. Help here. There we go. Nice. That was much better. We're just going to drop it there and go. This circle over here, she's been holding a lot better. You can tell by the pattern in the ground, the sand pattern. She's been holding this one very, very consistently. So that's nice. There we go. Keep going. But that one out there, she's really struggling to stay consistent with. So that's one thing you can check your pattern on the ground and see where you're drifting, where you're leaning. And you want to see yourself getting a nice symmetrical round circle the whole way around. Word girl, that was. Yeah, come on. Yeah, this side she dips in every time. Now go again. And you come back out there. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. No, we're not going for a trot. We're just walking. Good girl. All right, and like my general thing is too, I never put direct pressure solid. I never just pull and hold it. I never just squeeze and hold it. There's always a bumping sensation that's happening. So you can see with my left hand here, I'm flicking through my wrist down through my pinky finger and asking her nose to tip around. I'm not asking her to bend here. I'm actually just asking her for a turn. But I'm just showing you here what I'm doing with my hands. Oh, sissy. We're gonna have to call this quits. Same thing with your legs though. Don't give solid leg pressure. Horses actually learn to lean into solid held pressure, whereas they can't ignore a bumping sensation, okay? They have to deal with it. Ooh. This poor girl, she's just not used to having flies on her. You had a pampered life, didn't you? All right. That's just a brief breakdown of the bending. If you guys have questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section. And if you have ideas of how I can make these videos better or more educational, if I should break things down differently, please let me know. Okay? I want to know how I can improve. If you have other things to add to it, feel free to put them in the comments too. All right, but I think we're gonna call that good for now, right? Let's go get in the shade. Yeah, come on. Let's put that up there. Come on, honey.